Now we're going to demonstrate a look from Rachel Zoe's Runway look. It's a 60s mod inspired kind of eye. Today I have Christina as my model. She will be sitting for me, and my name is Cati James. I'm a makeup artist from New York City, and let's get started. So always the most important step to start out with, we're going to prime the eyes. This is Urban Decay's primer. It's a fabulous product. You want a really, really thin layer so that it doesn't change the texture of your eyeshadow. So we're starting out as our base, a really smooth matte, kind of neutral medium brown. So this is this color here. So this is just our base. We're not really going to see it too much, but we do want a nice kind of creamy matte brown base. Just gonna get that all over the eyelid. That 60s mod look is very defined. So usually you're used to smudging things. We're going to make it look really sharp. So our next color, we're going to go with a matte deep chocolate brown, and that's going to give us the structure of the eye. So we're going to go really deep into the crease with this color, and we're not really blending it. Bring it down like a V, and you want to see those lines. You want to see this V. So now for the fun part, we're going in for a really thick 60s eyeliner. I'm using a gel eyeliner in a pot. This one's by Tom Ford. We want a thick line, but we're not going to start out thick. We're going to go on the lash line and build from there so that we have good placement. And then we're slowly building it. And you want to go all the way in on the lash line. You're going to take the same liner and following from this line that you stopped on, we're bringing it back up into the crease. So the trick to this is to get that nice structure, and then we're going to smudge it a little bit. And we're not going to go all the way in. We're almost going all the way in. We're stopping about here. So now we're going back in again with the deep chocolate brown. We're going to use it to kind of smudge out what we did on the inner crease so that it looks a little bit softer, but we do want to keep a lot of that structure. So we're going back with the brown eyeshadow. So right in the crease, right over what you did with your liner. We don't want this to look like it stopped so abruptly, so that's kind of what we're focusing on, is making that look a little more transitioned. So what I'm going to do is really pop the middle part. So you want to go in, I'm going to blend these two together, the lightest and the kind of bone colored, and that's going to give that nice contrast in the middle from the black. So you see right in the middle there, we just want something to set off the black a little bit more. I'm going to go back in with the gel liner again and just do the bottom line. You just want to start kind of a V from where we ended the last eye look and bring that all the way down. Then to kind of do the finishing touch on the eye makeup, I'm doing a concealer shade that's 2 shades lighter than her skin tone. We want that really sharp contrast between the brow bone and the actual eye makeup that we just did. So that's what you want, that contrast. I'm going to take a black eyeshadow. You can use the same one that you use because it's matte. And then I'm just going to darken the brows a little bit. So again, because this is all about structure, you want a little bit heavier of a brow just to frame the structure that we've developed on the eye. So mascara is really important for this look. We want those big mod lashes. The rule generally is don't clump. I don't like crazy clumps on this, but it was in style, that kind of twiggy look, to have clumpy eyelashes, so I'm just gonna kind of do a nod to that, a little bit heavier than I normally would do. So I'm getting right at the root, and for this one you really want to focus on the root. So I really want to do a matte look for this. It really was that style from the 60s. There was always really matte skin. So I'm going to do a little bit of powder on her now. So we're just going to kind of matte down the skin with the dusting of powder. Give a nice structure to the face. This is 1 tone deeper than her skin tone. This look, we don't want to do too much blush. What I'm going to do instead is kind of structure underneath the cheekbone. So you're going to take a foundation that's 2 shades darker than your skin tone, and then just blending it downward. And then you're going to bring it up along the temple a little bit so that it looks really natural, like a shadow. So this line of the jaw, you're going to start at the ear and bring that down like an L shape. And for this look, we're going to go nude for the lips. A nice matte nude is really pretty. On a deeper skin tone, it can be kind of tricky to find a nude. The general rule, you want to go a little pinker than you think you would. And then this even has a little bit more sheen than I generally like, so a really quick tip for making any lipstick really, really matte, you just take a translucent powder. This has no color to it. You take a small brush and just lightly dust it over the lip. So this is our completed Rachel Zoe Runway inspired 60s mod look. we'll just do a quick recap for you. I swept the eye with a really nice neutral matte brown that's very similar to her skin tone. And then we went right into the crease with the deep chocolate brown. Just added a little bit of structure that we were going to follow with the liner. Then we went in with the liner, we made a thick line along the top. Then we did a kind of smudgier line in the crease, going over what we did with the shadow. Then we kind of highlighted the center of the eye with a nice matte bone-colored shadow. Then we went in with that same gel liner, did a nice sharp cat eye kind of line on the bottom, a little bit thicker on the outer corner. A lot of mascara, defined the brows, did a little bit of light concealer right underneath the brows to give it that definition. And then we left the skin pretty bare with just the foundation, and then we used foundation 2 shades darker than her skin tone to contour under the cheekbones, right around the edges of the face. And then we did a nice kind of peachy nude and matted it down with some translucent powder. So this is our completed Rachel Zoe Runway 60s mod look. I'd like to give a big thank you to Christina for being here today. Thank you guys for being here. My name is Cati James. I am a makeup artist in New York City. You can see more of my work at CHIC.TV. Thanks so much.